Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Getchell, and every day I break down the biggest AI story in just 10 minutes. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. So here's a question for you. What if I told you that the most important battle in artificial intelligence isn't happening in Silicon Valley boardrooms or research labs? It's happening in a memory chip factory in South Korea. And the winner of this battle just might determine whether your next AI experience loads in 2 seconds or 20. Last week, Samsung dropped a bombshell. They announced they've overtaken their rival SK Hynix to become the #1 supplier of a very special type of memory chip to Nvidia. Now, you might be thinking, Chuck, I barely understand regular computer chips and now there are special memory chips? Stay with me here because this is actually way simpler than it sounds. And it's about to change everything you use that has AI in it. Let me explain what happened here because once you get it, you'll understand why this matters so much. You know how your phone gets slower when you have too many apps open? That's because it runs out of memory to juggle everything. Well, artificial intelligence has the same problem, except instead of juggling a few apps, it's trying to juggle billions of pieces of information all at once. Regular memory chips are like having a really smart assistant who can only hold one piece of paper at a time. Every time they need to look at something new, they have to put down what they're holding, walk across the room, and pick up the next paper. These new HBM chips, that stands for high bandwidth memory, by the way, are like giving that same assistant 1,000 hands and putting all the papers right on their desk. The technical magic happens because these chips are stacked vertically like a tiny skyscraper of memory. Instead of data traveling horizontally across a flat chip, it zips up and down through these layers. Samsung's latest version can move 12 terabytes of data per second. To put that in perspective, that's like downloading your entire music collection 3,000 times in 1 second, which is either incredibly impressive or a sign that we really need better hobbies. Here's why Samsung winning this race is such a big deal. For the past few years, SK Hynix has dominated this market. They were supplying about 80% of these special chips to Nvidia, the company that makes the brains of most AI systems. But Samsung just announced they've taken the lead and they're projecting revenues of $20 to $30 billion from these chips this year alone. Think about that number for a second. $30 billion. That's more than the entire GDP of some countries, and it's all from making memory chips that most people have never heard of. It's like discovering that the most valuable part of a car isn't the engine or the wheels, it's the cup holders. But here's what really happened behind the scenes. Samsung had been struggling with these chips for years. They could make them, but too many were defective. It's incredibly difficult to stack 12 layers of microscopic circuitry and have them all work perfectly together. Samsung's manufacturing yield was only about 40%, meaning 6 out of every 10 chips they made had to be thrown away. They invested $7 billion last year to fix this problem. They refined their manufacturing process, partnered with other companies for better packaging, and basically rebuilt their entire approach. Now their yield is up to 70%. In manufacturing terms, that's like going from a basketball player who makes 40% of their free throws to one who makes 70%. Game-changing. Now, you might be wondering why you should care about a memory chip battle between two Korean companies you've probably never heard of. Well, here's the thing. This directly impacts your daily life in ways you might not expect. Let's start with your job. Faster AI chips mean AI tools get better, faster. If you work in retail, the inventory systems you use are about to get much smarter. Instead of manually checking if items are in stock, AI will predict what you need before you even know you need it. If you're in customer service, the AI assistants helping you answer questions are about to become incredibly more sophisticated. But here's the double-edged sword. As these AI systems become more capable, they're also going to automate more tasks. That cashier position that currently requires a human to handle complex customer requests, AI is getting smart enough to handle those conversations. The data entry job that requires human judgment about which category something fits into, AI just got a massive upgrade in processing power. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because the best time to prepare for change is before it happens, not after. And this Samsung announcement is a pretty clear signal that AI is about to get a whole lot more capable very quickly. Let's talk about money because this affects your wallet too. Better chip supply means more stable AI services, which typically means lower costs for the tools you use. Remember when cloud storage used to be expensive? Now you get 15 gigabytes free with most services. The same thing is about to happen with AI tools. That video editing software that costs $50 a month and uses AI to remove backgrounds, competition is about to drive that price down as the underlying technology becomes cheaper to provide. The language learning app that charges premium prices for AI conversation practice, more supply means more competitors, which means better deals for you. If you're running a side business or freelancing, this is huge. AI-powered design tools, writing assistants, and marketing platforms are about to become much more accessible. A freelance graphic designer might soon have access to the same AI tools that big agencies use for a fraction of the cost. Your daily routine is about to change too. Navigation app on your phone that sometimes takes forever to recalculate your route when traffic changes, it's about to get much faster. The voice assistant that occasionally misunderstands what you're asking, it's about to get much smarter. Think about your morning routine. You ask your phone for the weather, check traffic, maybe ask for a restaurant recommendation. Each of these requests involves AI processing, and that processing is about to become lightning fast. Instead of waiting 2 or 3 seconds for responses, you'll get them almost instantly. But here's where it gets really interesting. Faster AI processing means more personalized experiences. Your streaming service will get better at recommendations. Your fitness app will provide more tailored advice. Your banking app will offer more relevant financial insights. The privacy implications are worth thinking about too. More powerful AI means companies can analyze your behavior in much more sophisticated ways. That health app that tracks your sleep, it's about to understand patterns you didn't even know existed, which could be great for your health, but also means more of your personal data is being processed and potentially stored. Okay, so what can you actually do with this information? I'm not going to tell you to go buy memory chips unless you've got a few $1 billion lying around and a semiconductor factory in your backyard. But there are some very practical steps you can take right now. First, start experimenting with AI tools that run on Nvidia's platforms. Google Colab is completely free and gives you access to powerful AI capabilities. You can upload a photo and use AI to edit it, generate variations, or even create entirely new images based on descriptions you provide. This isn't just playing around. This is hands-on learning with the same technology that major companies use. The interface is surprisingly user-friendly. You don't need to know how to code. You literally type what you want in plain English, and the AI figures out how to do it. Want to remove the background from a photo? Type remove background. Want to change the color of someone's shirt in a picture? Type change shirt to blue. It's like having a conversation with your computer, except your computer actually understands you now. Second, consider the investment angle. You can buy shares of Samsung or Nvidia through any brokerage app. I'm not giving you financial advice here, but I am pointing out that you can participate in this technological shift with as little as $50 or $100. Set up stock alerts for earnings announcements related to AI chip sales. Watch how the market reacts to supply chain news like this Samsung announcement. Even if you don't invest, following these companies will teach you a lot about where AI is heading. When Samsung announces they're expanding HBM production, that tells you AI demand is growing faster than supply. When Nvidia talks about chip shortages, that tells you we're still in the early stages of AI adoption. Third, start using the AI features that are already in your devices. If you have a newer Samsung phone, the Galaxy AI features are getting regular updates that take advantage of these improved chips. The real-time translation feature is genuinely useful if you travel or work with international clients. The photo editing tools can make your social media posts look professionally edited without paying for expensive software. Here's something specific you can try today. Download Nvidia's GeForce Now app. It's free for the basic tier, and it lets you stream AI-enhanced applications directly to your device. You're essentially borrowing a piece of their powerful hardware for a few hours. Try running some AI image generators or video editing tools. Pay attention to how fast they respond compared to similar tools running locally on your device. The difference is dramatic. What might take your laptop 10 minutes to process happens in 30 seconds on Nvidia's hardware, and with Samsung's new memory chips, those response times are about to get even faster. Fourth, join some beta programs. Companies are constantly testing new AI features, and they need regular people to try them out. Sign up for beta access to updated versions of apps you already use. You'll get early access to AI improvements, and you'll develop an intuition for how quickly this technology is advancing. Most importantly, start thinking about your career and skills in the context of AI enhancement, not AI replacement. Instead of worrying about AI taking your job, start thinking about how AI could make you better at your job. The people who thrive in the next few years won't be the ones who avoid AI. They'll be the ones who learn to work alongside it most effectively. Here's what this Samsung announcement really tells us. We're witnessing the infrastructure build-out that will power the next phase of AI development. It's like watching the construction of the interstate highway system in the 1950s. Most people saw it as a transportation project, but it fundamentally changed where people lived, how businesses operated, and what opportunities were available. These memory chips are the highways of artificial intelligence. Samsung taking the lead in production means those highways are about to get a lot wider and faster. The applications we can barely imagine today will be commonplace within 2 years. But here's the key insight. This isn't happening to you, it's happening around you. You get to decide whether you're a passenger or a driver in this transformation. The people who start experimenting with AI tools today, even in small ways, are the ones who will be most prepared for the opportunities that emerge as this technology becomes more powerful and accessible. The race for AI supremacy isn't just being won in Silicon Valley anymore. It's being won in memory chip factories in Korea, in data centers around the world, and in the daily decisions of millions of people who choose to engage with this technology rather than fear it. Samsung's victory in the HBM chip race is really a victory for anyone willing to learn and adapt, because it means the tools of the AI revolution just became more accessible to all of us. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at AIhammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.